easy to believe when you're seeing the results. The views are coming in, everybody's telling you how good your videos are, and your follower count is shooting up. When you can see the results, it does not take much to keep going. But the real challenge comes when you're not seeing the results. You're spending hours editing each video, but the views aren't coming in. You're uploading consistently, but your follower count is not moving at all. But many times before seeing the results, you have to go through a long period of seeing nothing, where it's gonna start to seem like you're not growing, and you're gonna start to question yourself and question, is what I'm doing even worth it? Is what I'm doing even making a difference? And this is where a lot of people quit. But just because you do not see anything happening does not mean that your efforts are going to waste. Behind that screen, there are things happening that you cannot see. You cannot see the person that shared their video with a friend because they loved it so much. You can't see the person that's watching every single one of your videos but just doesn't comment. You can't see the person that was having a bad day that you cheered up with one of your videos. But the real question is, are you going to be discouraged by the things that you're not seeing? Or are you going to stand firm and know that the seeds that you're planting today are eventually one day going to sprout? So like many of you, this was not my first channel. Before this, I had another channel, and on that channel, I would spend hours researching and figuring out how YouTube works and how the algorithm works. I tried all these different things. I tried different tags, different descriptions, finding out what works. But at the time, it didn't really seem like anything was happening. So I decided to create another channel where I was teaching the things that I had learned and the struggles that I had gone through. Then out of nowhere, all of a sudden, all of the views started to come in. I was getting up to 10, 20, even 30,000 views per video. So does that mean that all the time that I had spent researching how YouTube actually works and how the algorithm works went to waste? No. The seeds that I had planted back then from doing the hard work just were not ready to sprout yet. But I was able to take those seeds to this new channel and see them sprout over here. So fast forward to today, and I'm not getting nearly as many views. I'm only getting about 100 views per video now, which means I'm in another season of silence. But now going through that experience, I'm able to do it with a smile on my face, still believing, because I know that one day these seeds that I'm planting right now are gonna sprout also. Because when you're not seeing the results, you grow as a person, not just as a content creator, because you have to stay consistent, you have to stay disciplined despite not seeing those results. How has the journey of doing things that are not getting seen right now shaped the way that you approach content creation? So if you're in one of these silent times, here are some things that you can do that can help you. Embrace the learning opportunities. You might not be able to control the outcome, but what you can control is learning and taking the opportunity to learn anything that you can. Because when you learn these things, you actually become a better creator because you learn what you actually enjoy doing. What's something in content creation that you would enjoy learning even if you never saw the results? Trust the process. The great thing about content creation that you probably couldn't get from a regular job is that it's a compounding effect that builds up over time based on the hard work that you put in. So instead of having to go sit at a cubicle and knowing that the things that you're doing every day are not going to matter a week from now or even tomorrow, instead you can know that every little bit of hard work that you're putting in today is going to compound to help you build up your content creation skills and your overall channel or wherever you're putting out your content. So even if you're having a hard time right now, know that every single thing you do is going to help future you. Reflect on your past efforts. So when you look back at old videos, you have two choices. You could look at it and think it went nowhere, it didn't get any views, and it was not worth the effort. Or you could look at it and think, look at how far I've come. Look at how much I've grown since that video was put out. Because when you start thinking about it like that, everything you do in the current moment stops becoming so stressful. You're not trying to be a perfectionist because you know you're just trying to grow as a creator. And when you can continue to believe, even when you're not seeing, that constant perseverance that you have, even with the unseen efforts, is going to be a beacon of hope and inspiration for everybody else that comes after you. Because they're going to see that even when times got hard, even when things didn't look like they were going anywhere, you stayed consistent, you stayed uploading, you stayed creating.